Hi everybody, my name is Glenda Baum. My husband Harold is holding the camera and we are here in a delightful cabin in Saga's Spirit of Discovery, unable to leave the cabin because we are in quarantine along with a lot of other people because of COVID. However, Saga are looking after us very well. Thank you, Saga. Being a physiotherapist, I know how important it is to keep fit and to move and exercise. So we're going to make a short video in several sections that you can do in your cabin until you can walk the decks, hopefully soon. Right, here we go. So sit to start with, sit as I am on the end of the bed. Sit up nice and straight. Give your shoulders a wiggle, relax, and we're going to do one deep breath only. Hands in your tummy. You're going to breathe in really deep down and as you breathe in, push your belly forward, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I can't talk while I'm doing it, so here we go. Follow me. Hands and tummy, push belly forward. And slowly out through the mouth, breathing right out. Lovely. Now give yourself a shake. You should feel relaxed and ready to go. Right, next we're going to just do a couple of head movements just to loosen up from the top downwards. Usually I do it from the bottom upwards, but in these circumstances I think we'll go the other way. So with your head, drop your head down, keeping it relaxed, and just tip it over as though you're looking over one shoulder. Come down and over the other shoulder. Anything hurts at any point in any of these exercises, don't do them or stop before the pain comes and you might find it gets better. This time I'm going to go all the way around for 1.5 times. So I'm looking to my left, 1.5 times round, creaking. It's not a young neck, and to the right, and just once more to each side, and then we'll get on. Last one. Okay, and just give your shoulders a little bit of a swing for the moment. We'll do more later. Right, legs. Legs muscles are very important and you need to keep them strong to keep upright against gravity. So lie down on your bed. I will turn my head to address you, but try and keep it back. The first thing, even before the legs, is we're going to just loosen up the rest of our spine. So with your feet and knees apart, tip both knees to one side and then to the other side. Okay, slowly as you go, feel you're pushing one heel in to go quite along, as far as you can without pain, of course. Now, when you do it, turn your head the opposite direction. So my head is going to the left, my knees to the right. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Fingers in one hand. Okay. Then loosening the spine up the other way. Pelvic rocking. Flatten your back into the bed. Flatten your back into the bed, and if you can actually lift your bottom up a little bit and then go down. So you flatten and lift. The top bit of your back goes down first. Don't worry if you don't lift, just do the flattening and the back. You don't need to do this many times because exercises for mobility a few times do, whereas if you want to make things stronger, then you've got to keep going until they're tired. That will come. Right, okay, so now let's start on the strength stuff. Your quadriceps, the muscles in your leg. We'll do 5 of everything. It's as you get used to doing these exercises, it's good to increase to a few more each time. I, in my own routine, do 20 of everything, but for now we're doing 5. Right, tighten the muscles of one leg to make my right leg like a piece of wood, and I'm slowly lifting it up in the air. I can go quite far, I'm lucky. I'm now going to bend it and put my toes on the bed and run my heel down. So I'm making going up straight, working my quadriceps, and going down. And again, this is number 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do the reverse. I'm bringing my heel up towards my bottom, up into the air, and slowly down. Here we go, up. That's 2, 3, 4, last one, and I can feel that I'm already working my muscles. Right, other leg. Straight leg first, up and down. Up, touch the floor, the bed with your toes. 3, 4, 5. And reverse, heel to bottom, up and slowly down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, excellent. Right, now onto your different group of muscles, but a very important one, your tummy muscles. You need them for everything. Right, so what I want you to do is to pull your tummy in, and as you breathe out, just come up with both hands and touch your knees, okay, and down. So it's 2, 3, 4, slowly, 5. Now, diagonal, you know, you have tummy muscles that go round you, up and down, and diagonal ones. We're going to work the diagonal ones now. So with one hand, and you can, it helps to maybe hold your head just a little bit if you find it is a strain. Your right hand is going to cross over your left knee. And now putting that leg down. 2, 3. And put it right down is even better. 4, 5. Change sides. Left hand, left knee. 1, 2. And if you feel it's a strain, just put your fingers to support your head a little, pulling your tummy up. I think that's 4, 5. Great. Well done. Right, let's have one more exercise and then we'll take a break. Oops, I think I'm coming apart a bit. Right, let's now turn onto your side. Keeping comfortable. Bottom leg bent, top leg straight, and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to try and keep your hips still. 5. The progression of this is you do a V shape. So I'll just show you. In front, down, back, down, or actually nicer really is a gentle circle. 1, 2. So you can choose which of those, but these are the harder ones. And then of course you have to reverse the direction always. Well, not always, this time. Okay, so that's 3 options. You either go straight up and down as the easy beginning one, or you can do a diagonal V front and back, or you can do a circle in each direction. Right, whichever you choose, do 5 times. Then of course you turn around and do it with the other leg. So I will do it now. I'll do the middling one. No, I'll do the circling one. I'll do the circle. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. And let's, at this point, as they say on this big screen, take a break. Hold. The next approximately 10 minutes, we're going to this time work muscles which have got forgotten. You know, as you get older, it's awfully tempting to walk like that, to be bent forward. And what we need to do is work your back muscles to keep you up against gravity, which is trying to push you down the whole time. It's gravity we have to work against. So to work your back muscles, apart from always trying to stand up straight, the easiest way is to get onto your tummy. It's a really good thing to get onto your tummy. People tend not to do it, but it's actually good for all sorts of reasons. I mean, for a start, if you happen to fall over, it's much easier to get up if you get onto your tummy and push yourself up, but that's not what we're doing. That's not the purpose of this. So I'm going to get onto my tummy. Now, if you find it difficult, put at least one pillow or even two pillows down, okay? So I'm going to go with the pillows. Actually, I don't normally use the pillows for this, but I do like being like this, and there's no reason why we shouldn't. It's easier to lie on your tummy because you can breathe more easily. Putting your hands down, do a push-up, but keep your belly on the cushions. Now this is really good for people with a bad back, called a Mckenzie Stretch. Come up, hold it a moment, that's 2. Keep your neck and spine in a straight line, that's 3. 4, so this is working your arms a bit as well, but it's also stretching your back. It isn't actually working your back muscles because it's your arms that are doing the work. Okay, we'll do 1 for luck. That might be 6. Now, this is what I kind of devised for myself for use at home. To really work your back muscles, I found the easiest way to do it, it's a little bit difficult because there's not that much room in the cabins, is to stand with your legs either side of the corner of the bed and just fall forward onto the bed, and my legs will come up and hopefully not hit the wall, but they might. Right, here we go. Okay, I will wriggle forward a wee bit. So my feet are on the ground, but my tummy is very much on the bed and my arms are up. And what I'm going to do, first of all, the easy bit, in fact, I'll support my chin on my hands, and I have to move around because I'm hitting the wall. I will just lift up both legs. Now, if you can't do this, you can lift up one and then the other one, but then it works the bottom muscles more than the back. So that's really nice, okay? So that's the beginning. That's 2, 3, 4. It's much better on the corner, as long as there isn't anything you're kicking. Right, so I'm going to go back to the corner a bit, get a little bit further on the bed, and this time I'm going to try, I'm going to lift up, I'm hitting the wall actually, I'm going to lift arms and legs at the same time, and that's much harder. And this really, and I've got my chin in. I wonder if I should be facing the other way. I'll do 3 like this, I'll do 5 like this, and then I'll turn round. If I can manage to cope with the photography. That's quite hard, but it's a lovely stretch. I'm looking down at the bed. Now, here we go. I'll do it the other way round. So what I'm doing is, it's worse. Yeah, I'm hitting the wardrobe. I think that might be better. Okay, there we go. Look, that's much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looking down. Great, okay. Now we're going to do a few things standing up, so if we come back to here. Right, but general body movements. Twist around. Now, keep your arms relaxed and wallop your hands against your backside. So you're turning your head I'm keeping my knees facing forward more or less, and my hips, and I'm trying to just twist my upper body. It's a nice feeling. Okay, now we're going to go sideways. So I've got 3 ways of doing this. First of all, gently like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Repeat to the other side. I'm tempted not to look at the camera, but to look out the window and see, can't see the sun going down, but dusk is coming. 5. Make it a bit harder because I'm increasing the leverage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, so I think I'm going a bit further each time. 4 and 5. Okay, now it's time to do the stretch and see if I can get how near the floor I can. I'm fairly mobile for my 82 years. Right, here we go. So I'm stretching up. Now, if you do this, it's good to have a bed behind you, because if your balance isn't great, at least you know you can go backwards onto the bed and you're not going to hurt yourself. So here we go. Up and now down. And I'm going to aim for the floor. My feet are a little bit apart. You can't be too near the bed or you can't get down. Okay, so I can touch with my fingers easily. Up. Second time I can actually touch with my knuckles. And sometimes on a good day at about number 5, this is only 3. Here we go. I'll settle for 4. I can get my knuckles down, and I can even actually, this is a good day, get my hands flat. Now, keeping my fingers like that, I'm going to go right up and go backwards and down. Turn them down and go again, up and as far back as I can, down to the floor. And just for a bit of variety, this time, instead of coming all the way up there, I'm going to put my hands behind my back and lift them up that way. Okay, and if the bed wasn't in the way, then I'd come all the way up to there. And do you remember the sideways stretch? Now you've got a lot of leverage on. 5 to one side, 2, 3, 4, 5, and finally 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, I think that's the end of the next section. Thank you. Now outside, the weather is not very nice. It's cold, windy, but nonetheless we're going to do the arm exercises to get a bit of strength work in, because it's harder inside. If you want to get stronger, you need to use resistance or do it an awful lot of times. The only thing that I could find, this is full of, half full of cold water, not hot, important. This is the only thing I could find in the cabin that is a bit of a weight. So I'm going to stand up nice and straight, and I'm going to do, first of all, as we're on a ship, the points of the compass. Here we go. I'm going to stand up straight, pull my tummy in, and north, whatever that is. I lost it. And whoops, I must be careful not to hit the glass. North, west, east. North, west, can't do south, east. 3. This is ridiculous. 4. Whoops. 5. Last one. Okay, next, a diagonal movement, because the body tends to do, all sports are diagonal. So with the kettle again, feet apart, as close to the bar as I can so Harold can get me in shot. I'm going to go from, and I'm looking diagonally up there at the kettle, and I'm putting my feet, I've got my feet diagonally as well, and I'm going to come down to the glass, but not hit the glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, And then to reverse for the other arm. 1, hope I'm not hitting you, Harold. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Something like the front door.
Right, we're going to go inside to do the rest because it really is too cold. We could have done, I'm turning around, but I just wanted to show you how Harold is sitting, and he has been a cameraman. We're now going inside. Now, for strength work for the legs, important, very important. Your legs need to keep you up. Right, and one of the things that can be difficult is getting up from a chair. So, when you want to get up from a chair, for now, which is what we're going to be doing, wriggle to the front of the chair. Try and get your hand over your knees and think about coming forward before going up. So I'm going to do 10 sit-ups in a chair because this is such an important exercise. Here we go. 1, and I'm standing up straight. Reverse. 2, 3. I should ask you to do this, Harold, afterwards. 4, and I can film you. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this time I'm not going to use my arms. I should have tried this earlier. Okay. That's that. Last exercise, I think. This is also for the knees. And in the cabin, I'm holding on. It doesn't matter what you hold on to, but I think you do need to hold on with at least one hand. It's steps down. So I'm standing on one leg and I'm going to bend that knee so I get my toe on the ground. 1. Now my right leg is a bit dodgy. I can feel it kind of going funny, so it's quite hard, this bend. This is not really a 6-inch step, it's easy. Would be better doing it at home. I do it the other way around, I'll show you, on stairs. So that's one leg, and this is the other leg. 1, see, it's much easier for me on this one. And I'm making sure my knee goes straight down, and straight, getting my heel down. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing as though this were a stair. And this is my normal morning routine at home. I put my foot on the bottom step of a flight, but you only need one stair. Hold on, try just to hold for balance, not to pull me up, and go. 1, and then down, up. What am I talking about? I'm going up, yes. It's difficult when it's not a flight. Up. And that's 5. Change sides. And also, my routine at home for my calf muscles and my dodgy ankles is to stand with my toes on the step and go up, tiptoe. I think I'll take my shoes off for this one. It will show you better what I'm doing. Here we go. Here we go. Right. Tiptoe. I'm going to do 5 with both feet and then try and do it with all my weight on one leg and then the other leg, and then finish with both feet. So that's going to be 20 in all. Here we go. So 1, I'm dropping my heels down below the level of the step. That's easy. Now This is not so easy. And this is now my dodgy leg, and it's much harder. But I can do it. 3, 4, 5, and then both. Right. I think that's enough to keep you fit.